So, let's see what else we can draw. Um, no, I never try and give anybody a hard time. I honestly just think, you want to know what I think the problem is? Is like, a lot of people get around other people. I've noticed that. You ever been around somebody and there's just like the chemistry involved between two people being around each other, just conversation in general? It's like, that's why people get so high strung and upset. They're just like, I'm so mad, and then they have something to be mad at, and then you just add chemistry and like testosterone and estrogen and shit. Then they have like, a way to like get it out. So I think everybody's just always a little bit over exuberant. What do I want to draw? I could draw your name again if you want. So, yeah. I don't know why I just wanted to draw this extra one for some reason. Interesting. Alright. Um, yeah, so things are getting crazy. I don't like drama. And I get mad every time I start typing. Sometimes I get done typing, and I swear to God, I feel like I've made more enemies than friends. It's weird. And I hate it when, like, the really, really, really weird thing is, Emily, is that I set out of my apartment with, like, really good intentions, like, to do something, like, cool or whatever. To, like, put up signs or whatever. And I keep running into, like you set out to do one thing and just, I don't know, it's weird. It's you know what I think is weird? Everybody always blames me for like really 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 weird outcomes, like stuff that's just like, oh, he's not what he says he is. I'm like, are you sure that's me? Because like I'm really electric, and nobody ever takes into consideration that I might also harbor the entity of karma. Nobody ever takes that into consideration because I've, I mean, things that I set out to do that are really, really positive suddenly change, and then they blame me. It's like, and I never really, and I don't think anybody ever considers that, because like I'm more heartbroken than them. They're mad. I'm sad. I'm mad at myself because I made it, and they're mad at me because I made the mistake. And I'm just like, I tried. I'm so sorry. And then I always feel more, more frustrated than they are. There's like, I don't know what kind of person you have to actually be to see somebody giving you a gift and then actually put blame behind the gift. They're just like, I'm like, what? And it's also never enough. That's my other favorite thing. It's like I can actually do something. That's not enough. Do four more. It's like, what is going on here? It's just like, I don't know why there's trauma. Like, are you okay? How's your house and your car? How's life going besides the fact that I made a typo or an error, like a simple mistake? Good. What the fuck you give me shit for? Calm down. It's like I type, when I'm typing like this, I've already made like a couple of errors in drawing. Did it mean anything? It's like no, but when I make a typo, it's just like all hell freezes over. What was that? I'm like, I was typing like this. This happened, and then you made this entire. I don't know. I think honestly, people just like buy houses from like extortion or whatever, and they like wake up against the law, and they have these girls that are just like, I like him, and they've already raped like 600 girls, and then like. And they're just like, see? It's like, dude, you bought your whole perfection. It's like, and I don't want to know how. It's like you wake up and how many people are just wiping your ass for you? It's like I don't have that. Broke as shit. Anyways, it's like, how's your car? How's your grocery list? How's life in general? Good. I'm so happy for you. Mine's not that way. By the way, the whole world is world, and I'm pretty sure guns are going off right now in some country, and nobody knows why. Don't tell anybody. Just throwing that out there. And that's what nobody ever considers. There's like, whoa, what are you saying? I'm just saying. Everybody that doesn't have an opinion all of a sudden decides to have one based on somebody else's like expression of themselves. That's what's most entertaining. People that don't talk. It's like they don't. The worst part is they don't realize just how much of a toll it takes on me in general. It's like, you know what? That doesn't help me. Like, it's like, oh, you want to know something crazy, Emily? Well, one time me and Dusty were at my house, and like it sounds like nuts and shit, and I know it's like a really, really, really like far-fetched like idea, but it just occurred to me one day because it's like, well, you know how I am technically like schizophrenic, like I live in two parallel universes at the same time. That's why I can like maybe hear shit, and that's why I like maybe act and do everything that I say and do with a little bit of confidence towards, you know, the, the end result. Well, we were like standing there like hyperventilating, like we learned how to do something like you could breathe in and out like, 20 some odd times, and with your hands on your knees, and then all of a sudden stand up, and then the other person would place both palms over your neck arteries, and well, you'd pass out, and you'd go down to the floor and like convulse or jerk or whatever, and then wake up like, I don't know, 20 seconds later. The thing of it is, I'm schizophrenic, and like, well, I was gonna cheat on my wife one night, because I mean, not to jump subject so quickly, but I was married, and Cora was 1 year old, and we were over living at like I think Monterey Point on extension, and and well, the thing of it was, we were fighting like all the time. Like we couldn't get through a conversation without arguing. And I was a waiter over at Mimi's Cafe, and I was like just fighting with her all the time. So I was gonna like, I don't know, I was getting along with everybody at work, and she was being like really mean all the time. So I was like, I'm gonna leave her in the morning. Like it was a definite decision. Like I was definitely gonna leave her. It wasn't like I'm thinking about it. I was like, I just made up my mind. And like I had a really crazy dream about like that night, like the world getting hit by an asteroid, and like it splitting into three separate parts. And then it showed me, like, crazy as it sounds, like having sex with like every girl at work and on like one big fucking bed. And then it showed me, and then that moved over to the side, and then it showed me with Jennifer and Cora. And it asked me my decision one more time. And it showed both pictures go side by side. And it showed and I felt my spirit sway from one to the other, one to the other, one to the other, and I'm like, is this a real choice? And well, I thought, well, if this is serious, I'm gonna actually wake up. I'm gonna sit up in my bed. And I sat up in my bed, in my bedroom, and the images didn't go away with my eyes open. And my spirit was still swaying. It's like with the image, with both images still there. Like really that surreal. And I'm like, Jesus, this seems important. Like, well, if you're gonna make it that drastic, I guess I'll choose the right choice and choose my family. And I was falling into like all these like blankets and warm feelings and shit, like really like a lot of feelings of love. And then I slowly woke up, and it was morning. The birds that were and and then all of a sudden, and then I was flying over like flower valleys, and I saw waterfalls and stuff. And then I slowly woke up. The same birds that were in the dream were chirping right outside my window. They merged together. And I was like, what? I was like, what was that? And I was schizophrenic ever since. Actually, for a couple of hours, I woke Jennifer up, and I told her all about it, and she she didn't react normal. She was pissed. She was just, sex with your girlfriends? What the fuck? And I was like, damn it. It's supposed to be a good thing. Then I took a nap a couple hours later, and I woke up with voices. And I've always had voices ever since. Don't know why. Just hear shit all the time. It was one voice to start out with. It was like, you need to rewrite the Book of Mormon and all kinds of stuff. It never ever shut up. It laughed at me when I told it to go away. I was like, it would actually know what I was going to think at it before I could say it to it, and it would basically laugh before I could even finish telling it. Like, it's like, you can't get rid of me. And it's been a crazy life ever since. That was 13 years ago. That was when I was 21. So it's just been like, I don't know, bad stuff ever since. So I like live partly as me, but then I partly am like a vessel at all times. That's why some people that like get really mad at me, and like they judge me and shit. Well, what about this? I'm just like, do you guys know that I'm harbored at all? They're all like, everyone always thinks I'm a person. I'm like, I'm technically not at all. I could actually meet myself, do something I want to do, and then sabotage it an hour later, and I never even know why. I like have I call them walk-ins. That's what I call them. I get walk-ins all the time. Everybody always has all these expectations, and I'm just like, do you guys know that I get walk-ins? Like, there's no warning to them, and I could, like, I don't know, mess everything up. I get really mad when I mess everything up, because I have like I have my own wishes, my own dreams, and when I like fuck someone over, I get like really sad. Especially when I spend like hours or days planning on something. I get really fucking sad. That's why I get really mad when I don't mess something up and the world is actually going and messing it up on purpose. I get mad when I mess something up on accident. So when I see everybody fucking everybody over on purpose, it's just like, what's wrong with all of you? It's weird. So I never really know what's gonna happen. I know I'm schizophrenic. I never really know why. But it means something. Just don't know when or how. Sucks. Anyways, that turned out nice, didn't it?